violated. So next time your stop loss, if your entry is from higher or any other places, your stop loss can be above this high, or this is your visual stop loss. The moment market disrespects mean threshold, that can be an exit point, or if you are willing to still hold the trade, your visual stop loss will be triggered the moment market takes this high, especially close above either the midpoint of the fair value or above the fair value. That's when you want to exit out of your trade with a small loss. How big of a loss you are gonna take? You are gonna take a loss. Let's say your entry is from this level, and you can maybe exit can be around this area, or it broke above the fair value. Very next candle, the moment it taps this fair value gap, that's when you want to exit. So your loss is from this area to this area. Okay, so why I'm saying this is because observe on your chart every single fair value gap, but don't try to be greedy and don't try to take the entry from 50% level, because this is my personal observation opinion that the 50% may not get revisited every day, every time. It may not trade the 50% every time. And that is also better. You don't want to see market is trading like, the more time it's spending inside of a fair value, the less the probability turns into.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. So it's better if it doesn't even trade the 50. Best case of scenario, if it's a comparatively big fair value, you grid or you approximately look for an entry from that 25% area, maybe even a tick below the 25%, just to make sure your order is getting filled, but not at the low of the fair value. You want to take the entry at least a tick inside a fair value. When you do that, your 1 to 2 will be easier to achieve. Your stop loss every time, depending on how many contracts you are taking, it's gonna be every time that 1 tick less. Okay, and understand how many trades you are taking in a day, in a week, in a month. That 1 tick multiplies. Because of that 1 tick, a lot of people don't get their take profit hit. Because of that 1 tick, today I didn't get my entry field over here. Where was it? The inversion when it formed? No. Oh, here. London session. London silver bullet. I was looking for a 2 entry from this level. Okay. And because of that 1 tick, I didn't get my entry field. Finally, what happened? Observe, okay? Market didn't trade this fair value, didn't trade this fair value. There is a volume imbalance. Market used that level. So since the lines are too big, let me draw it with this. It just tapped on that volume imbalance, immediately started to go higher. And then I talked about this breaker as well. When the breaker was confirmed, market used the breaker and continued higher. So confirmed on here, or even you can call this level, whatever. It used the breaker, continued higher. But here is the thing, kept going higher, created new leg, new 3 fair value gaps. 1, 2, 3. And observe, okay? Did it came inside or just tap the top and continued? Every time it will come inside. At least a tick. And I know it's a very small fair value gap. What is it?
Yeah, 25%.
So this is what experience can do to you. But anyway, the thing is, 3 gaps, what I said, how can you participate on a continuation move? Enter a tick inside the fair value, just for the sake of understanding. Let me actually remove everything, because it's like the lines are very big over there. That's the fair value gap. That's the second fair value. This one you want to see as a breakaway gap. So how you enter is continuation fair value gap, stop loss below the second fair value gap candle slope. That's how you enter. Okay, now another way you can, let's say this fair value before it was presented, what you can look for before this fair value was created. This is how it looks. So again, entry, stop loss at the breakaway gap or the second fair value gap candles low, and you are looking for the move. Okay, before this fair value was created, if you are, like if you saw this fair value gap, again entry inside, but I'm just putting it just for the sake of understanding. This is where you have only one single fair value, so third candle slow. Now I wouldn't participate from this fair value straight away. Why I wouldn't participate is because by the time this fair value is confirmed, it has already taken a liquidity. Yes, that makes this fair value even more important fair value, because if it's broken, it's now a inversion fair value for at least a lower run. That I don't know how low it can go, but for example, I don't know means you can try, but thing is like this. Okay, so see that 50% overlapping fair value, below that I have a fair value which can be the OTC. So what I'm saying is, after taking this liquidity and confirming the fair value, it broke this fair value. So using this as a inversion, this market can go for this fair value gap retest, or since it's a premium discount, it can come for this fair value gap retrace. That is how far it can come. So you can anticipate that, okay, from this fair value or this fair value, like especially that 50% level, market can again start to go higher. That's when you start to look for your order block to form, your new continuation fair value to form. That's how you look, think before it happens, and then when it's happening, start reading. For example, I don't know who asked me, but here is the thing. Between 10:30 to 10:42, market gives a order block. That entry screenshot is still inside the in the chat. Okay, why I marked this on is, by the time this candle closed, it has already given a 5 minutes order block. 5-minute order block was like this. Okay, that's why this is my order block. Okay, if you don't want to mark this order block, don't worry, like mark this order block. Okay, or what I just a few minutes ago, what I was showing over here, for example, here, that because this has the lowest low, this candle is less important to me. My importance is from this to this. This is what I selected. My importance is on this to this. This is my important level. Similarly, observe, okay, 10. The low is here with this candle. Down close, I'm looking for the low. So if you're looking for an entry, how is it looking in terms of that order block? First of all, this is where your order block is formed. And then it's looking something like this. Okay, now don't get confused. Simple thing is, either way, if you took the entry using the order block, this entry has delivered beautifully, and it happens almost every day as long as you know why and where the market should go. Okay, first thing is, we had a dealing range, retracement happened. You want to see this high should be taken, and there are two different levels of liquidity right very near to this high, which is this relative. Okay, if you are very confused about your liquidity, mark this high, mark this high, then go left, mark the next high. Okay, how you can mark? There is a high here, there is a high here. Okay, there are two candles, that's why I marked it. Then on the left of this high, there is a high here. These are all the highs, and then you can keep going with the rest of the thing, because there is nothing else over here above this level. Observe, okay, above this level there is nothing here but the fair value. That's why I mentioned that from this fair value it can go for a deeper retracement. That's what you saw already happening on the chart. The thing is, Above this high, the next high is here, and above this high again. Observe this level, okay, this blue level. I'm just coming here. Okay, what do I have? There is a high here, there is a high here. Mark like this way, and then check what the market is doing so far. Okay, so I'm talking about this high. When this high formed and market was retracing lower, why it should go higher? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, this is literally the all-time high. So near, especially Friday day what it calls previous daily high and low as your liquidity. That's the important thing. Okay, what liquidities you should be focused on? Okay, liquidities to session, since here is multiple in a day, so sessions. Okay, these are the three liquidities you want to focus. Okay, and yeah, there is like if you go higher, you can mark previous monthly high, low. No, that's not necessary for a intraday trader. If you're trading as a swing trader, then monthly high, weekly high, these will be the weekly. You can still mark as a intraday trader depending on how the weekly candle looks like, where the chart is printing its weekly ranges, this sort of thing. So let me show you how. First thing, from the daily it was bullish, from the weekly it is bearish. So I'm not bullish for the whole week or something. Since market overall direction is bullish, you can be bullish, or you can only look into one direction without any bias, without knowing how to determine which direction market can go. Okay, why I was more focused on this Friday high? This is Friday high, by the way. So I'm going to the daily candle and daily chart, and I'm gonna show you how that looks. I don't know which day. Oh, this is paper trading. Don't worry, this is paper trading. This is that $942 profitable trade that happened over here. Anyway, thing is here on the daily, what happened? Took the previous day low, failed to close below. So what should be the target? Thursday low was taken, but market failed to close below. The target should be the high of Friday. Like Friday, this is your range. What market did? Took the Friday low, then inversed or started the move. Now here is another thing. Market was trading inside of a bullish fair value gap, lowest down close candle. Was there a valid level for the market to go higher? That's exactly where it opened. This is why today it was very confusing until a certain moment. What certain moment? Here is the thing. Weekly took the previous weekly high, failed to close above. So where can it go? Previous weekly low. So this sell side is still not done yet. This sell side is what I said. Mark the previous weekly high and low. So your range is like this. Okay, so weekly low, weekly high. Below this weekly low, I have a small volume imbalance on new week opening gap, or I'm more interested to see the market trading this weekly continuation fair value gap. Why is that? Because first of all, the weekly, it has taken the high, failed to close above the high. So
Yeah.
weekly low can be taken, and this is the first day of the week, and you can anticipate it can be an open high happened. Then low close can happen anytime. Similar thing happened on this week as well. whatever, doesn't matter. If it goes, it goes. If it continues, whatever it is, let it be. Okay, we know how to look for our setups and trades. The thing is, this is a important level you mark. Then you have this fair value gap inside of this fair. So what I'm doing from weekly, I'm now going to the daily. Okay, daily has something else to tell, which is this candle is still in play. This fair value gap is overlapping with weekly, and the weekly candle is a swing low of a daily. So if market takes this low, and if it creates any bearish fair value gap while doing that, that can be a problem. So far, what else can you see on the chart? Highest up close candle that has taken liquidity from the left here. Did market give you a change in state? This is not a
No.
change in state. Okay, it's like huge gap over here. And look what level is important. That's why step by step I'm going, but 4-hour fast gap. Why that gap is so important? Because it's the same thing. The four, let's think this is a 4-hour candle. So it opened over here, and that is where you have a gap. If market breaks that gap, then you have a change in state of delivery on the 4-hour chart. That's why that gap works both direction. That gap has some power. For example, still market failed to break through that first gap of 4-hour. Okay, and using that, it's going higher. I'm seeing it that way. So I will show you. But thing is, weekly analysis done, I came to the daily. So what is the analysis? Very simple. I have a sell side, I have a buy side, I have a fair value gap lower. On the daily, what I saw is it's failing to give a change in state. Previous day sell side taken, failed to close below. On the daily, what do I have? Understand again. Weekly high, weekly low marked. So the daily, remember, oh, forgot. So previous weekly high, weekly low, I marked that. So now I'm on the daily chart. What should I do? Previous daily high, previous daily low. Sell side, buy side. Okay. Market has taken previous day low. Whatever on the left it had to take, it has taken. I don't care about that. Rejected, gave us a setup, continued higher. For what? Previous daily high. And your daily candle is also telling you the same thing. Now here is a very interesting part. Okay. See this day, market was taking the previous day buy side and closing way above the buy side. It has even taken above, even on this day, the same thing. But how can I put it together so that you can, okay, let's explain from here so that you can understand. This day, what happened? Market took previous day low, failed to close
Me.
below.
So look at the time. Go. Finish that. Light it up. മഴ വന്നതാ.
Okay. What happened here is market has taken previous day low, failed to close below, and I have a bullish fair value. And look, okay, both time it has traded inside the fair value, not on the top and immediately went higher. Inside the fair value. Anyway, failed to close below. So on this day, my target is bullish. I'm bullish on this day, okay, because it failed. I don't know how far it can go. How far it can go, I'm gonna come to that in a second. But I'm looking for the buy direction. Okay, market opened, low created, high created, then finally closed. What it did? Closed above the previous day. So now, where can this market go? Again, this buy side. Okay, but instead, what market did? Opened lower, took the sell side. Do I have any issue with that? I don't have any issue. Why? because I'm still bullish on the market. I don't give a F if it is a daily down close candle or not. Don't you think the whole day market delivered one bullish setup? Imagine this way, this market opened here, then it went here. Okay, I don't know if this is the open high immediately happened or market has traded lower, then high created, then finally closed here. That happened. Whatever it is, all this week on the top, all this week on the bottom, this is where what happened, market showed at least some bullish setups, and that I will look into that setup. Until I get that, I'm not gonna participate. That's the mentality you should have, or you should be looking for.
Order
Now,
filled.
I will show you what happened on this day, but imagine, okay, this day, this liquidity was the target. So this is what market didn't took that. So it is a due liquidity. So whenever you are seeing the bullishness appearing again from a valid level or area, which can be this order block, you are looking for that buy side to be cleared. Market cleared that buy side, failed to close above. Okay. Next day, again bearish. Okay, continuing. Thing is, this day, what happened? Took the buy side, closed above. So now the new all-time high that it has created here, that is also a due liquidity. That's why it is going higher. Then market gave me some indication that it can go for this liquidity. It is doing that. Now, understand what I said over here, that it took the sell side, it didn't close below, instead it closed way above. So on this day, how far can I target? Look on the left, what happened here. From the bottom, let me go like this way. Took some sell side liquidity, whatever happened, traded some bullish fair value gaps here. There is your lowest down close candles over here.
Order
Whatever.
filled.
Okay, so you have a order block here, then consecutive propulsion blocks, because one candle closed above both of those candles. Traded back into propulsion, created the first gap, is still remaining as an unfilled gap. Okay, but the thing is, that bullish leg, what happened? Every day it's been closing above the previous day high, so it's continuing the bullishness every day. Okay, so when this happened, the final close above the high happened. This was a due liquidity. Okay, this liquidity was due, just like this liquidity, just like this liquidity. So on this specific day, since my range is very small, I can look into this liquidity, or I can look into this liquidity. This is now relatively equal highs. You got my point? Like what I'm saying over here? On this specific day, my range was first thing what I said, previous daily high and low. So high was very near to the opening price. It's not a good range for me. So how far can it go? That's when I started looking on the left. This is a due liquidity on the market. It's been trading a bullish fair value. It has a possibility of creating order block right now. It has taken the previous day low while failed to close below, and the rejection almost closed above the whole range as well. That's when I know it's now extremely bullish. Market opened, created the low, went higher. How far can I target? This is the daily swing high plus daily due liquidity level. Due means it was supposed to take this buy side on this day, on this down close day, but it failed to do that. So that buy side is still a due buy side, means market has to correct that. It's an incorrect thing that happened here. So it has to correct that. So that's how far I can target. Similarly, on when market took this candle's high and closed above this by a big margin, so this is that level that should be corrected on this day, or market should continue higher depending on how it's looking. So huge up close candle, engulfing candle, but market didn't take the buy side, instead it took the sell side. So this is a false move. It has to be corrected. Got corrected. On this day, what happened? Took the buy side, closed above. So on this day, you are looking for bullishness. Yeah, you got your buy long setups. Don't worry, there are lots of buy long opportunities on these days, even though it's a down close candle. Okay, that's how you stick with one direction, one bias. Okay, so this has to be corrected. Market is now going for that. How it's going? Again, taking liquidities, failing to close below. That's already a good indication that this market is aiming for that buy side, and that's why a new all-time high should be created. Now, tomorrow, who cares, man? Until that is taken, I'm looking forward to that direction. Okay. Why I was talking about the 4 hour chart is exactly what you saw over here. The similar thing you will be able to see on the 4 hour chart happening over and over and over again. It can be your 15 minutes as well, but the lower you go, the less the chances are, like the less accuracy you will get. But have you observed how the 1 minute working, how the 15-minute working? Most of the time, like even in 1 minute, most of the time, how it's working. Why a high can be revisited? Why a low can be revisited? Especially 15 minutes candle, from where the accuracy starts to kick up. It's like the higher you go, the better the accuracy is. Let's look into the 4 hours time frame. What can you see? Previous 4 hour low taken failed to close below, so it can go higher. Next candle opened here. Okay, even though it's a long week, did I hesitate? Why I don't hesitate? Because that's where the thing happened. Now, what is the target for the market? This liquidity. Okay, market took the liquidity, closed above. Where is it going now? How about the lower run? This was already a due liquidity. This is where the previous day buy side is. This is the rest of the thing. But how is it going like that way? Observe, okay, from here. Whatever. This previous 4 hour candle sell side taken, here it's taken, here it's taken, here also, like on the left it has taken, but just stick with this part. What's happening over here? Taking liquidity of the previous 4 hour candle, failing to close below. Same thing already happening from these areas as well. So what should it do? It should go for the previous 4 hour high or whatever. This usually swing high lows, but previous 4 hour high. So what the market did over here? Closed above. So what should next 4 hour do? Expand higher. Closed above. What should next 4 hour do? Take the buy side, okay? Or expand higher. Took the buy side, failed to close above. Now what direction you're looking at? Bullish or bearish? You're looking at bearish. Until what? At least this level. What market did? Understand what is your range now. Your range is now from this high to this low, based on your 4 hour chart. This is your previous 4 hour sell side. This is your previous 4 hour buy side. What market did before it could take the buy side? It has taken the sell side. Sell side taken. Previous 4 hour low was also taken. Failed to close below. So what the next candle should do? First, the previous candle's high should be cleared. Above this high, if you have any PDRA sitting around this area, that can be like how it's closing, where it's closing. Based on that, from that PDRA, it can again continue with the moves. Doesn't matter. Took the high, failed to close below. Failed to close above. Instead, closed inside or closed back below the high. So on this 4 hour, what you are looking at? Bullish entry or bearish entry? This is your 4 hour range. Okay, and had time frame PDRA, whatever. Okay. What market did? Did it took that high, or did it came back, took the sell side, closed below the sell side? Now where is your sell side sitting? This one. Your range is from this high to this low. And you are looking at the low first, okay, because it was taking the liquidity, closing below. What market did? Spend time inside the range without taking this high. It came first, took the low, and then you are looking at the move again for the high. Are you getting the point what I'm trying to say over here?
Yes, for sure.
So same way, okay, when market was around 930 area, I was looking for this high, and after 930 the bullish leg that started, I was saying like I want to see it's closing above this 979 level. If you guys were here and remember that thing, that by the time this hourly candle closing, it's closing above. Why? Because I want to see that it's engulfing or it's taking the buy side and it's closing above, so that the next candle I can expect another move. What's happening? Closed above, closed above, closed above. Now this is what you are looking at. Closed above. So next candle, what it did? You are still looking at a bullish move. I don't know. Like it didn't take the high yet, this high yet. But this is 24.5 handle. Why I'm marking from the low to the high is because you want to see the opening happening here. But are you entering straight away from here? No. What you want to see? Open, low, then the high, then the close. It is failing to go for that level. I'm still, so what happened here? This is my buy side, this is my sell side. My range is looking like this. Now what can happen is the, also that will be the best case of scenario, is market coming below and taking the sell side and failing to close below that candle's low. What that indicates is it's taking the liquidity while rebalancing imbalance and failing to close below the previous candle low. All the confluence telling me that now is the time for me to look for a buy long. And that's where you will get your thing on the lower time frame happening like this. Okay? And that is where you will get a bigger range and better entry. So somewhat around, let's say, better if it comes even back in on the top of this fair value. So you are looking for something like this. Okay, instead of a 25 handle, now you have a 33-40 handle worth of move. It's just an hourly range that I'm talking about. If you go to your 4 hours, maybe the range can be even bigger. For example, by that, okay, that will be actually end of the day, the candle will close. So it's still the same thing you're looking at over here, which is a 4-hour bullish fair value getting created. Asia trading into the bullish fair value, London. Let's say, okay, let's say this is how the market closes somewhat around this area. Okay, like something like this area, but this bullish fair value is presented. Tomorrow, what I want to see is Asia is, let's say, creating I'm just marking this as the low of the candle. So I have a bullish fair value like this. Okay. And tomorrow what I want to see is Asia opened, took the liquidity of the previous candle's low, closed maybe below. Okay. Why closed below is what I want to see is because, or fail to close below, that's not a problem. I will explain in a second. Okay. Something like this. Sorry, I cannot make it smaller, otherwise I won't be able to draw the wick of the candle. So Asia 4-hour candle I want to see like this, either closing below the previous candle's low or closing above the previous candle's low. Now London opened, what I want to see, London open should happen here. So this is London open. I want to see open happened, London started to go lower, took Asia sell side, then this candle this will be my London silver bullet entry. Oh, sorry, it should be this color. So 4 hour is telling me that it should go for previous candle's high, while I already have a high that is still due. And don't forget, this is also that one. Oh, that's from the daily level. This is also a due liquidity. Okay, from the daily level. Now my market is also telling me that this is the
Order
PD
filled.
array, and this is where it again took a liquidity, failed to close below, and expanded higher, or started to expand higher. Asia, London, New York, what New York should do? In this range, it can have hourly 15-minute fair value gap, or this candle is the new range, right? So you want to see maybe from this low to this high,
Order filled.
the OT 50% below 50, wherever the midnight opening, that can be a thing. There is a 15 minutes or hourly bullish fair value gap sitting around these areas. That New York AM session is trading, open low, then the high, then wherever it closes, and then whatever the market does, it can do, no problem. For New York, that's how you want to see your market is panning out. Okay, if this is the scenario of tomorrow, what else can happen? Asia opened far lower, this fair value got inverted, market is going lower, okay, without taking this side. So this is your later use. After what? After that weekly bullish fair value gap. Remember, there is a weekly bullish fair value gap and daily fair value gap below this low still. So this fair value gap, rest of the portion, oh no, actually. So that fair value gap, rest of the portion, when this candle's low is your weekly fair value gap starting point, or high of the weekly fair value. So a little bit inside of that, and then market going higher again. And while these things are happening, it's failing to create any bearish fair value gap that will give you the best bullish run or bullish sentiment again. Because if it creates a daily bearish fair value, that is a problem zone. So until that is broken, market can use it, go lower again go back to that fair value. It's like it will be a big problem. Already it is in a daily consolidation. If you look carefully, all the bodies, this is how it looks. You can even mark with this level as well, but this is a better consolidation. I will see how the projection looks like once it confirmed. This is how your 4 hours looks like. Forgot where that thing is. Sit inside up here. No, that's the session break. What was that? I corrected someone and now I am like, where is it? Forgot. Somewhat around here. It's like the session break or something. Day of the week level. Sorry, I don't like that. Beta Skylo, post market, pre market. Is this? No, it should not be this one. This is a status. Here. No, it's just for contractions, this one. Okay. Thing is, this is how your 4 hours looks. So it's a pure consolidation. And since I have a fair value gap here and it's a low that was taken out over here, while it has now created relative equal lows as your sell side liquidity as well. That's why Okay, so this is the range, this is the consolidation. All the bodies at the same level happening, all the higher bodies also same level this way. Okay, see this high was taken by a shallow run. I don't use that word, I don't like that word. The thing is, if it's not a consolidation, you want to see that the body is closing above that range. It is still a consolidation, because see that when it's reaching for these areas, it's again like simple consolidation, pure consolidation. It's equal highs, equal lows. That's how it works. So you will see how the consolidation is holding the market when it's breaking, how it's breaking. So highest body, one projection is coming until this far, which is the daily breakaway gap area. I don't really want to see market is coming for this level. Let's see how the daily level looks. So pretty high to low, that is still same. Okay, so this is, it's still inside that breakaway gap, man. This, yeah, it's like still inside the breakaway gap. How is it looking in terms of the weekly? So that's nearly the low of the weekly continuation fair value. Isn't it too much? Isn't it too much? I will keep this projected terminus, but I don't know if I can rely on it or if I have to look for something else once market confirms the move. But this is a very good overlap. But the area is like too far below the continuation or daily breakaway. This is the 25%. And how about, I'm just trying to confirm with multiple things. How about low to high? Let's say like it's coming lower first. So greed is, oh no, sorry, there is a liquidity by sales. This way, that's the 50% right below figure. Fucking hell, man. Thinking of a 1,000 handle downwards move when the move will happen. How about the buy side, by the way? How far on the upper leg it can go? Low to high. Body. Nice. This is where the first one, 23,600. That's literally, that's the level I'm looking for a very long time now. I don't have to be second guessing that level at least. Oh, by the way, this is where there is a close proximate alignment and there is a liquidity right below it. How far? Let me check. 32 handle. Any round figure? 600 is a round figure. So 22,600 is a round figure. It can go 30 to 50 handle. How far is 50 handle? Something like here. 60. Okay, I will put one more line based on this. This is a better one, by the way. There goes that, and the higher one was, why is it? Oh shit! I'm not pressing the delete button, and that was 600 something. $610. 900. I'm not gonna mark these. I'm gonna mark this one because the similar projection I had. From a old projected terminus. This is less important. This one is more important. I believe, like, more likely this is where we'll have a big retracement or fall happening, or big bearish move happening from this. Yeah, so let's see how this. On trading view, I'm gonna leave this thing like this way, but buy side, sell side on a weekly manner, on a daily manner, as I said, first mark the weekly one. So weekly should be this one and this one, previous week's low and high, and daily should be previous day low and high, and then wherever you have the equal levels or you have the PDRS. Okay, so this is that level, and then session based, which you can look for the, for example, this was a session based liquidity. New York PM session high was here. So once it took that, we had some retracement. I'm on a 15-minute chart, by the way. So once it took that, we had some deeper retracement. Then the next move happened the similar way. This is the previous day. After it taking, it is retracing still lower. Okay, so this is that thing. Then since this is the weekly high, below that weekly high, this is the Thursday high. Okay, so another daily high is here. That's why it's good to mark the nearest liquidity first. Buy side, this is another buy side. That market too can struggle or still struggling to continue further that way. So market annotate it, whatever. If I'm here, I will either mark it like PDH. Okay, so previous day high, or Friday. Okay, Friday BSL, BSL, something like this. Any of this you can do, and same goes for the sell side as well. So Friday low was here, that was taken, then the move happened towards the buy side. Okay, so that's how you should mark, and this you can like PWH, so previous week high, or BSL. Okay, like however you like it, that way. Just make sure to do some writing. Okay, don't just put a line. Write what you are actually marking. If you don't write it, that's a problem. That's where you will get
Order
messed up.
filled.
Once you have couple of levels, you will either remove something without understanding if it's important or not. So far, this is how it's working. Okay, 15-minute fair value gap traded. We caused the damage, but body
Order
tells you
filled.
the story. So far, the story is still looking bullish, but there is a fair value below. Could have been better if it could trade actually the top
Order
of the
filled.
fair value gap. The reason is 1 minute, if I'm not wrong. That's where I had the most of the, yeah, even below that actually, not even top. So fully balance this imbalance could have been a good thing. And by the meantime, I want to keep this fair value gap. And the 130 PM session first gap, first presented gap. And by the year inversion entry is still delivering, I guess. No, kidding. PM actually NYPM. This is it, like two gaps, and then lower what we had. We already saw that on delivering, or there is a volume imbalance you can include. This is the near KM session gap, and then the 10 PM gap is, where was it? Ten 13. There is no other gap before that. Yeah. No. So should be somewhere. I mean, this is more prominent, but that was the 10 first gap, 10 AM, 4 hours first gap, simple. 10 AM and 2 PM, try to mark it with something like a different color or same color, because these are two silver bullet times. And the rest you can mark black, blue, whatever. The market open gap, I always mark with something like yellow or orange type gap. The reason behind that is this gap, not even yellow orange, I use this color, okay? Because this is a gap. Let me show you on. This is at the market opened. This is where the gap is. Okay, how it is using, even today, Friday, the same gap was used like this. And then so for today, I don't know. Okay, today. Man. And then the other day, this is where you had the market open gap.
Order filled.
Literally here. And you have to include the volume imbalance in this case, because gap and volume imbalance is literally together. Using here a little bit, then I don't know what happened on the rest
Order
of the
filled.
thing here.
Order filled.
Let me just mark this one as well, because for the sake of getting a better result or better understanding, that one has some better thing, but do I need to? That's the thing, because it was showing here, it was using here, here, here. Not bad. I mean, overall, the other one, the one right above this one. I mean, either way, it's not bad. Whichever one you mark, it's like including volume imbalance. Still, it's not a bad gap. This gap and that gap, both of them. But market open first gap, I would maybe keep this one, gap plus volume imbalance. So overall, not bad. Whatever it is. Then Friday high around that gap. Yeah. This is how the first market open gap works, or at least shows some willingness to go towards a direction using that and overlapping fair value. This is that gap over here, then overlapping PDR is over there. Then the next day, no, it's the same day, but near 6 a.m. 6 a.m. move, then the rest of the thing. Right? And in between, don't forget the other gaps I didn't draw. I just draw the market open gap. Then the day before that, this was the market open gap. Right? And you can include that volume imbalance as well. Whatever, just to quick look. The low of that New Year KM session move. I think this is the day I was doing the giveaway and I was looking for this area entry. If I'm not wrong, I showed some setup from these areas of this or this. I think this area. Yeah. I took this inversion fair value gap entry, but I was talking about like from where it started the initial move, how it traded back into that order block or that last fair value gap, and then this inversion entry was what I took in the stream, giveaway stream, and the rest. So this is that area. Yeah. So market open gap observed on Tuesday. This is how it used during the New York KM session today. New York KM session. Let me remove rest of this. This is how it used the market open gap. And by the way, it was actually overlapping with another day as well. So that's even a better level, better confluence, better level, and that overlapping portion is here. Right? Like that. So today's New York AM session. Yeah, so that's it. I'm done talking about the charts, or at least bragging about the chart. You know, in my first presented gap, this gap, you can keep it until the Asia session by the this gap, 2 p.m. So far, I'm not actually finding anything. Am I missing anything? That's the part. This is 204, and there is no other. Okay, so that's it. That's the gap. So overlapping PDRs are formed. Now let's see if market uses that PDR and then comes back on more time. And exactly what I was looking for is these two fair value gaps. How market trading these two fair value gaps. This one and this one. I know I have liquidity below it, but considering that this was your SMT low, so market is not willing to take it yet. And from the low to the high, that's the below 50 level, or that was the 50 level trading multiple times. Finally overlapping PDRA over here. Again, how far it reached, how it was trading that level multiple times, this sort of thing. Observe. I don't usually like these thick lines, but just for the sake of me sharing the chart, I just save the what it calls template like this way. I usually like to keep it like this, one pixel and dotted line. So this dotted lines. Okay, I can see this, but you guys may not be able to see that. So that's why I'm like making it 2-3 pixels and then inside a tick or two of a fair value gap. Tick or two of a fair value gap. Tick or two of a fair value gap. Not at the low of the fair value. So too many things. This one I don't actually want to keep on my chart. The 15-minute bullish gap. Because overall there that area has hourly as well. So this is an important gap from 15 minutes chart. If it breaks below this gap as well, what's the time right now? 38 is about to happen. So by 44, 344. If it stays below this gap, not inside or not above, then this gap will be broken as well on this candle.
Is that a 5-minute gap?
15 minutes.
15. Okay.
This gap.
Mhm.
So when the 1-minute candle opens at 3:44 p.m., where that candle is closing, that gonna tell you where the market can go. And by the meantime, is there any 15-minute bearish gap? No. So let me make sure. Yeah, no 15-minute bearish gap. So you are
And
still, yeah.
I wanted to ask about you said something at some point about the 10:30 to 10:42. The price creates an order block. Is that every
Manu,
day?
no. You are trying to learn everything in a single day. Don't worry. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Because that's one of the toughest and hardest thing to point out the right direction. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what you are looking for and which direction of the order block you are looking at and why, that is a suicide mission. Like why you need so many things, bro? There is inversion fair value gap entry. It is delivering. There is bullish setups that is delivering. Like why you need a lot of things?
Yeah.
You don't
No,
need
I'm just
it.
trying to clarify. That's
Avoid.
the only thing
Yeah.
from
No, it's okay. It's
what you
okay.
said,
Just
you know.
because that's very tough. Because the other day I pointed
Yeah.
out the sell short. Okay, but the sell short wasn't that important. But the level and the fair value gap had something in mind. For example, there was your buy side liquidity. There was the fair value gap. When this is 10:30, this is 10:42. After clearing all the buy side, trading the last fair value of 1 minute. This is that area. Okay, this is that buy side. This is that area. So what direction I'm looking for?
Sell.
And how far? Those are the things. Okay, so my direction was bearish. This is where the already the order block formed. Yes, order
Yeah.
block range is from the high to the low. So what market did is it closed below the low. It used the order block weak 50%. Okay, this is where the weak 50% is. It used that weak 50%, then fall. But do I actually need this information to trade over here? What do I have over there? Simple. There is a liquidity grab. There is
Yeah.
a MSS happened. There is a bearish fair value gap right here. There is a inversion fair value gap right here. So why
Yeah,
I
you're
need
right.
that order block information? I have
Yeah.
a breaker block right at this level. So I don't need that. Okay, if you want too many things, that's a problem. Because think, okay, even where I took today's entry, okay, this area, don't you have an inversion fair value gap? You have an inversion fair value gap right here.
Who asked that question?
You have one single fair value gap. There is no other bearish fair value here. So this was still your inversion fair value. Market closed above that gap. tapped into it, this is the move. While it was doing that, there is your bullish fair value here, there is a bullish fair value here. What I said, even if you're taking your entry from this fair value gap, your stop loss has to cover. First of all, entry can be a tick or two in. Stop loss covers the second gap's candle low. So this fair value gap candles low. Did it deliver your 122?
Yeah.
So why you need a order block? You don't need a order block, and not specific on. Now it's up to you how you want to use the information, or if you want to forget it, you can forget it. Because
No, you're right. Yeah.
it's like first master one thing, then look for the other thing. That's the thing.
Mano,
Okay. And
as if Mano, you stick to it one or two, three things, brother. Okay, this is more than enough. Fair value gap, IFBG breaker block. That's it. This is what you need. You don't need anything else.
we don't even need the breaker block, man. Fair value
Yeah,
gap,
yeah.
inversion
Just
fair
stick to
value
it,
gap.
fair value gap. Okay.
That's it.
It is more
Okay.
than
And
enough.
buy side, sell side liquidity is what you're looking at. Yeah. If you know how to draw OTZ, you can look for the OTZ as well, or at least the 50% of a swing high and swing low. If it's confusing on your lower time frame, then go to your higher time frame and draw based on that. Look for a sell short above 50, look for a buy long below 50. Or if that is also a problem, then simple thing, 8:30 midnight. 8:30 confusing, look for the midnight. This is where the midnight opening was. Okay, so this is where the midnight was. Above midnight, high probability sell short will happen. Below midnight, high probability buy long will happen. Below midnight, buy long setup. Below midnight, buy long setup. Below midnight, buy long setup. 3 times market has done that. Okay, so what I'm saying over here, you have a liquidity grab happened, you have a MSS happened, you have fair value gaps, you have low to high, again 50% of the range. If you can mark it, good. If you cannot mark it, at least look at that midnight level, very close to that. You have more things on the left. You have an inversion fair value on the left already happening.
You took that entry as if today.
Yeah, I know. But I'm yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, this is where, see, like, it was above midnight. What it did, just look. Okay, and how it was doing it after taking some buy side liquidities. It took buy side liquidity from here, then gave you MSS over here. MSS can be higher as well, like this can be MSS as well, but clean.
During Asia. Okay.
How's that, man? On the street, it's like some,
Order filled.
what it calls, the horror movie, the characters, it's like something like that. Yeah, all at the side. It's been doing like for a long time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thing is, midnight, above midnight market opened, gave you a setup. Look how it was using that midnight level for a fall. Okay, even you at this level, what can you see? There is another liquidity grab happening, there is another MSS happening, then there is a fair value gap, then there can be, avoid that part, any doesn't matter. Order block inversion doesn't matter. Fair value gap over here, use the fair value, market has fallen. Nobody closed even a ticker. So, okay, this is how it looks. So however, it's like master one thing, rest will automatically come. Okay, below midnight market was here, and this is where you had the liquidity level, but that's where it created SMT. If you don't understand SMT, forget everything. There is a low, there is a low. So there is your liquidity grab, there is your market structure shift. Now what you want to see is wait for market to retrace from wherever it's retracing. If you understand OTZ, then this is a OTZ, or this is a fast retracement trends. Market didn't come for the 50% or below 50%. It went higher. You keep extending it. Finally, this is where below midnight again. Okay, market has again give you a setup. You can even frame a setup over here as well. Liquidity grab, market structure shift right here. Okay, if you are framing it here, this move also delivered more than 1 to 2. There are inversion fair value gaps right below midnight. Same here. There are liquidity grabs happening. There are market structure shift happening. Market retrace back. Fair value gaps. What I said, 2 fair value gaps or more than 1 fair value gap. You can enter from here. I think I just showed it a couple of minutes ago, but it's the same thing over and over again. It's like you can enter from the first fair value, while a stop loss has to cover the second fair value gap candle slow. That's the minimum. You can go for the third candle slow as well if you're willing to do that, but at least this slow. I know it was very close to the stop loss, but are you stopped out, or have you got your 1 to 2 delivered? More than 1 to 2 delivered.
Yeah.
This is how it looks. And
I
what is
actually
what?
took
Yeah.
I took 50 points in London from that inversion. I'm not
Amazing.
sure where exactly I entered, but I was amazed it worked because I was testing something. So I think I took profit past that consolidation on the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
About,
So maybe
yeah.
I think your entry either from this one or
No, it was lower. I took
Oh,
50 points. Yeah. So above that FEG, and I'm not sure. Yeah. Anyway, I
got
took
it.
a really good trade.
This was the market open gap. This one, this pinkish or whatever the color is. But anyway, it's like
Okay.
yeah. But the thing is, there was the inversion happened here on this candle, and then this is where the entry was given, and then this was the move. Then similar thing around 7:30. This was the only inversion fair value gap. Market retraced back into it inside of 750 810 macro, and today we had no news, so we could have used this entry as well. If you are not familiar with that part, then what you saw over here is a liquidity grab and a inversion happening here as well. So simple. It's like stick with one direction. Don't try to catch the sell short buy long, sell short buy long. That's the recipe for disaster. Okay?
Yeah,
that's
that was my mistake in New York actually. After the 1 to 2, the inversion offered, it did the pullback, and then I started doubting the bias.
Yeah, because if you do that, that is a problem, because what's gonna happen is you are trying to catch every high, every low, and chances are you will be wrong by most of the time, not one time, most of the time. If you try to do that, you don't need to catch every high and low. That's the whole part. For example, I was in a entry over here, like from this level, I was in a entry, this level, and I closed the trade just because it was taking too long over here to go for this liquidity.
Yeah.
And during this whole time, NQ was creating a lower high. Even that high is lower than the previous high, okay, here. And it was creating lower lows. While ES was creating, let me actually, I have ES chart right here. See this area? Lower highs and lower lows. Especially if that is a low, this is a low, this is a low, like this. while ES was creating this leg. Okay, so let me bring it little higher. ES was creating higher highs and higher lows. Same leg.
Yeah.
And I can
Actually,
mark
there without seeing the SMT developing, I was actually expecting a pullback to liquidate the sell side on NQ.
Yeah, then finally what ES did over here is it was doing the opposite of the SMT. So this high should be taken and market should correct that thing. Okay. While this low, this is the lowest low on NQ. So this low, while ES was trading below that low, it is the same low here. While ES was trading, NQ started creating higher highs. Finally, this is where ES had the lowest of the retracement and that fair value gap traded for the first time. This fair value gap. I can put it in blue markers. Okay. And that's where same area, this fair value gap is missing on NQ. Okay. But that low.
Yeah.
NQ created this. ES created, ES created the lower one.
Yeah.
NQ created
Yeah,
the
the
higher one. Yeah, because this is the right one. Why? Let me show from the beginning of the day how it looks.
You mean NQ is the right one?
No. Right on means wait. Let me show from the beginning, then you will understand what I'm trying to say. $8 p.m. to 12 a.m. This is your Asia kill zone. Okay. At exact 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. this is your Asia kill zone. So Asia buy side was here and here. Can you see this line? Otherwise I have to make it thicker. Let me actually make
I
it
can see
thicker. So this was the Asia kill zone high on the both pair. London started or after midnight open happened, it has taken the buy side over here on the NQ. What ES did? Failed to take that buy side by a big margin. Okay, not just failed, it failed like this. Where is that side? This side. So it failed like this way. You got that?
Yeah.
So ES is already more bearish. Okay. And then going to the low. This is the low of the day. And this is that low. So far. Okay, market open low or whatever the low you are looking for. ES was taking the low like this. When NQ was taking it like this. Means failing to take. Okay, there is a curve over here. It didn't take that low. It failed. And ES has taken like this. So ES today is strong on the sell side while NQ is strong on the buy side because it's already showed over here. It's a kill zone liquidity that market has cleared. So it already showed. The thing is when market is going higher, observe, okay? By the time ES could even take this high, like that kill zone high, NQ has taken that SMT high already. It's not done yet. It's already taken here. Okay, that was the kill zone high. So SMT, when the SMT forms, what it means that this is the highest high for ES for that specific session or liquidity area, and this is the highest high for NQ. NQ has taken it. ES has taken this one, but it failed to take that high still here. Okay. After the retracement, finally market went took that high. Now when this was happening on the left, this is the initial liquidity we had. this level. Okay, that same liquidity here is here. This high. This is the highest high. There was SMT over here on that day, but that day is done. New week started. Don't worry about that part. It's similar thing. Okay, it was failing to take the previous high while ES was taking the high. ES was more bullish. NQ was more bearish on that specific day.
Mhm.
Anyway, thing is, this was the liquidity. This is that liquidity. Okay, mark the exact same high so that you can understand wherever that is. Here, when ES was reaching here. Okay, look where was that? Yeah, this green level. So NQ has taken here that buy side liquidity, even the one on the left as well. But when that was happening, where is ES sitting right now? Buy side is this one. Remember this green line?
Yeah.
ES is here. So it's been following what it was following during the start of the day, which is it was less strong on the buy side, more strong on the sell side. So NQ was more strong on the buy side, less strong on the sell side. So NQ took the buy side first, while ES was still this far from that same buy side. Okay. Finally, once this buy side was taken, it was doing like this. NQ, oh sorry, it was creating higher highs, higher lows, and NQ is creating lower high, lower lows. That's the false thing, right? That's not the right thing, because NQ should be creating higher high, higher lows, while ES can create lower high, lower lows. So what it did, corrected. So what happened here? It started creating lower high, lower lows. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by
They
that
like
time,
they,
NQ
they
started
play like
creating.
DNA helix.
Yeah, so it by that when it started to create lower high, lower lows, that's when NQ created higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, that way. Okay, and then finally that liquidity is taken. And by the time NQ ES has taken this liquidity, where is NQ now? Above this high. Which high? This high.
The main buy side. Yeah.
Of Friday, the extreme buy side of Friday. NQ has taken this high, and along with this high, this was the relative equal high on NQ. But again, observe, okay?
Yeah.
This swing high is here. What is it showing you? Like this. And that swing high and this swing high. Like observe how the curve is looking. There are more, but I'm just straight away marking like this way. What we have more is, you see this high, NQ was creating like this, while ES was still creating like this. So ES was already showing the strength on the sell side rather than buy side. So anyway, thing is, this is the high and that is another high. Look, ES didn't even take it today. Here, it still didn't reach there, but by the time it was taking that previous high, this high,
The sign that they can push even higher, at least NQ, until
exactly.
ES takes that buy side.
NQ has reached on the other high as well. So NQ is still showing the strength on the buy side, while ES is still doing some shit move. What shit move? Look. So far, okay, what happened in the market? This low is here. Okay, it's actually it is the same thing. It's the same thing. It didn't do anything different, but it's like it has all taken until these lows, like these lows, like this way, and it's still yet to take these low, this area. So none of them actually took this low. So no worries, no worries. I thought like ES has taken that same low while NQ is failing, but no, it's still the same thing.
So they can do a pullback until then.
Yeah, but there is a thing. See this? ES has taken this high while NQ is failing.
Mhm.
That's a false sign over there again. And that is the reason if it doesn't finish it today, tomorrow will be the day to finish that thing. Because today ES was supposed to be the one failing to take the highs. For example, this area, this one, is the same issue happened over here as well. So it should be corrected. It's like this high and this high. It's lower over here and it's higher over here. It's not right. It's wrong. So that wrong will be corrected.
Mhm.
Because today is no, like we don't have any more time on the market, so we don't want to
Yeah.
look for it today. Tomorrow. Removed everything, but it's okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Asif, for explaining everything, and thank you for your time. I actually today was a good day for me.
Yeah, that's really good. How's your challenge going, bro? The giveaway one.
Man, don't ask me. To be honest, I lost that.
Already?
Yes,
Oh,
but I will. That looks good. I think I will buy another one
yeah,
from.
but try not to hit $1,250 loss in a day, because that is your max daily loss limit, but that counts as a hard breach.
Yeah, I know about the rules. Yeah. But my mistake was it was my mistake. I mean, because I forced the market when it was actually Friday. So after I got it, I forced the market after all that week, and it was not giving anything. So it was my mistake. I will go now actually to break my fast to cook something to eat.
Oh, you're fasting?
And not how do you call it? Not by choice, you know. Sometimes it just happens, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. Yeah. Go ahead, bro. It's okay. You
And
can go.
I posted the video if you want.
Oh,
You
I
can
watched
kill
it
it.
already.
Oh,
That car on the race on.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched it already. Yeah.
It's an area nearby my city where I live. It's very nice, like hills, you know. And how do you call it? The curved road, the serpentines, you know.
Okay, so you it's literally the map is your area. It's like this is where you live.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like a really nice area. It's the city is surrounded by hills, you know. So it's
yeah.
actually even when it's
You can
cold, it's
see
we're
in the
protected by
video
the
by the hills.
cold.
Yeah.
Also, the guy that did this, he wants to do more with the car. He actually just painted fresh the car and wants to change the engine with the one with the iron block, the LS from the Corvette, the 6-liter engine, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is the 3-liter.
Oh, amazing.
And he also has the the side exhaust, you know, on the side of the car, like in the game.
Okay.
So this model has in the game the exhaust on the right side, on the side, instead of the back.
Amazing, bro.
Yeah. Okay, I'm leaving now. Take care. Have a good night.
No worries, bro. Yeah, you too, you too.
Thanks.
Yeah, so we are done for the day, I guess. Malone, where I forgot one more time. One more time. Here. I don't really care about this, but Monday market open gap, I would definitely care about that gap for very long time. This gap. I'm gonna keep this and then to open. Zero, one. You need to write the full, at least HI will do the job. This is it.
The market is closed.
And then I'm looking forward to the Crimson side here, which is your weekly range. You can go to the 15 minutes to make it clear. Weekly. Just done. And this grid, I'm gonna leave it like this. Because this range is still valid. That's it. That's pretty much it. Because this is for me, I don't want it to be that big on in front of my face. Leave it like this. Or Let's see. So looking forward to these liquidities to be taken. This is going to be the fair value gap to keep an eye from the 15 minutes and also on hourly. And still unfilled portion. These are the two different fair value gaps. And then finally, once it takes this liquidity, I have 15-minute bag. Should not. If it comes for this one, it should take this low because that's where the weekly fair value gap is sitting. Let me check. Yeah, so that's where the weekly fair value gap is sitting. So if it comes for this, it should be going for that as well. That's the thing. So rather it goes from this fair value, leaves it as a breakaway gap since I have another fair value here. That's it. That's it, bro. That's too far, okay? This buy side is more close and more obvious. But I'm just keeping it because anything can happen in this market. For example, on a Monday without any news, it has moved 262.75 handle. So anything can happen. Especially the New York AM until the New York PM. It has moved 225.25 handle. So all it needs one of these areas, any of like from this fair value gap, another how many handles? Let's say a little bit inside the fair value, another like 130 handle. It can be done by Asia. Even Asia can do that. No, that's 2 AM. 45. 87. Yeah, so Asia, even Asia can do that. And bearish so far, no strength, okay? No fair value gap forming. So all I'm seeing is even though it's breaking this, it has already inverted this continuation on the 15 minutes traded back into it, now going lower. This is how far it should go. So the sell side is like this level, but in 1 minute you will have a sell side at this level as well. 984.75, bit inside, then go higher. 25%. Yeah, so 970, 975 area. Okay, what happened? It's you or fake or scam? Oh man, these motherfuckers, man. Bro, report that report that, because this is that cannot be our Michael. The one you just mentioned over there, it has a dot, black shadow 6532. Okay, so that dot is a problem. And if you are listening, the one who is scamming, fuck you, fuck your mom, fuck your sister, wife, whoever you have, I fuck every one of those. Okay, because you are a bastard. You are made or you are born by your parents getting fucked by other people, by the people on the road. That's why your character is like that. Son of a bitch. Because this morning that guy entered, I didn't even realize. I thought maybe accidentally he clicked on the left button. That's why that Ravi _ mod, that guy appeared. I don't know where, when, and where the Michelle appeared. There is a Fardin 077. I don't know if this Fardin is a fake Fardin or not. Because Fardin is the name of my nephew, who is a who has the moderator power in this community as well. He has some good knowledge. Okay, so that's why I gave him some power so that he can help me customize the Discord. But the thing is, he never did anything. Oh, by the way, I forgot I have boost, free boost, right? Because I just paid again. It's my free boost on the Nitro. Where is my free boost on the Nitro? There's supposed to be 2 boosts, right? Anyway, I'll look for it later. You have boosted 2 times this server. Let's see. I'll do it later. Tazul, you are still here or you are not here? Because if you are still here and if you have sent me a friend request, because I'm now a bit considerate about accepting any friend request also, because I already have 4 or 5 scam request, like already it's in spam, and I already rejected maybe 100. Okay, so Ben from Alpha Futures, then Hunter from Hunter-CCO, then Kanwal or Kanwal, yeah, so Kanwal, yeah, then Taylor Trades. These are all already in the spam folder. So, and your last message says it's deleted, so I don't know what your last message was. Okay, so if you, I can see we have 13 mutual servers, so I believe this is you and me. I'm talking about the same guy. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's like if I see anything suspicious, I will do it. And congratulations, Murad brother, for your achievement again. And anyone, okay, like if you see any personal message from any of the Discord community member, unless you can verify that it's the real person, any link they provide, don't click on the link. Any message that ask for money or talks about money, just straight away block them, ban them, whatever you have to do that for yourself. Okay, and that's your own risk, because if you read the rules and the announcements, I have already said so many times that, and you guys by now know that I don't give a f about any of your money. Okay, and I don't need it. It fucking ruins the mood by the end of the day when I'm seeing it again started. Just 2 days or 3 days I have streamed on YouTube and opened the link. Already these bastards are already here. Anyway, good night, guys. It's already, the market is closed for all of us. 4:10 is when the prof firm closes. And tomorrow, Ovi, tomorrow please remind me about the 60-day challenge thing. So when there are lots of people over here, maybe we can start talking about it and finally fix the date, because I was planning to do it after the giveaway, but by the time giveaway finished already, within 2-3 days people are losing their accounts. So I think waiting for the giveaway and trying to give it to the person, or trying to help others avoid buying or spending money on the challenge, that part was a mistake, or didn't play out the way I was thinking. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I also received some message about it. Yeah, brother. Okay, no issue. Good night. Have a very great time with you. Very, very good. And today, actually, if the price is like it's very near about our projection, but
yeah, but
unfortunately,
like easy. Okay, because I was saying, like, even though the projection is bit higher, I would love to see that how this 1 minute fair value is doing, and that exactly where market had the issue. This
when
one.
50 hit, I was already out. But no
Same,
issue.
same. I exited on 50-50, like $50 and 50 cents level.
Yeah.
I sent the
Okay.
screenshot here, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Good
Yes.
night, brother. I am also sleeping.
$23,050.50 was my exit point. So market went like maybe 66 or something. I just let
67,
go.
67.
Yeah, like the projected terminus was around 71 or 2 level. So it's like 5 pips plus minus. That's okay. We already called where the high of the day will be. It's just 5 pips short. So it's not something we are worried about. Listen, projected terminus, the most important is it close to any liquidity and imbalance or not? So it was close to a liquidity, it was close to the imbalance. That is the imbalance. Market is still failing to close above. That is the 1 minute last gap is still market. Okay, how it was using it? Mid rejection, high rejection, came back, closed below, low rejection. Simple. 3 levels of a fair value. And this is that fair value gap is still holding the market. Next time, if it goes higher, what it gonna do? It gonna break that fair value because the liquidity is above the fair value. And if it breaks even in 1 minute, there is nothing to stop the market from creating a new all-time high, because there is another liquidity level here. And literally, this is that fair value, and this is the next liquidity level. And above this on the left, there is literally nothing over here. See, nothing except this all-time high. So if it breaks that 1 minute fair value, that's why that fair value showed the power that even 15 minutes hourly failed to show. Because if this is the last imbalance that is still left over there in the market, after that there is no more imbalance, only liquidity. Simple. It's very simple. So look what is the obvious and where is the obvious. If you know that, you don't need a PDRA to perform, because the PDRA is already there, man. It's literally that.
And which level is talking to that 70 level? It's almost from 70 pips below. So there is a very good entry to actually perform.
Yes.
Okay, brother. Good night. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. And Ovi, saw Murad Bhai, what Murad Bhai has has done, because he has been trading for a very long time and with a very consistent way. He got his live account on Blue Guardian even before me, because I missed couple of days. Then my trades are Some days I'm finishing with $200-300 profit. Some days I'm looking for that 1200 at least. So amazing work, Murad bhai. I'm really happy for you. And the reason I'm happy for you is because you now have 3 free accounts that you got from them. You can
Yes.
get those two funded as well, and now you will have like live accounts and funded accounts together.
But
And
they actually don't give him that things today. He will get it by tomorrow. I think.
the
Because
live account.
yeah, now his six account is active, but I told him not to trade before talk to them because
Yeah. Like first contact with the support and then
yes,
ask
because
whatever question or confusion you have, clear it, then trade.
yes, because of the thing is, if he actually trade it, then yeah, they actually took some time to set up that live account. It will pause and it takes some times, right? Like 5 to 7, minimum 5 to 7 business working days to set up the live things.
Yeah, live
Uh,
gonna take very long time. It's like even with Top Step, it took nearly 2 weeks for me
yeah.
on the
And
Top Step live account.
in live, actually, I told Murad bhai that things in live, the micro and mini is the same size. So
Yeah,
if
that's a fucking bummer, bro. Because if he trades the micro, the maximum he can take is 3 contracts.
yes,
So 3 micro or 3 mini. That's a very big problem. But
it's
if
in
he aims, I mean,
all
3 is also not bad actually in terms of what he's aiming for. He's aiming for maybe
100.
$100 a day. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, right.
3 micro is still good enough.
Good. Yeah, actually still good. But in all of the from this rule are same in live brokers.
Like one thing about them is it was too quick. Too quick
Yeah,
means I think Murad only took one payout from each account. But
yeah,
yeah, he was trading for very long time. Like like I think he's trading for nearly a month already, more than a
yeah,
month on those accounts. And he
yeah.
was making consistent profit. So it's either the day Top Step same, like either 30 trading days finished or 4 to
Yeah,
5 payout request.
right. Now top step is not
Oh,
good.
Ovi,
Yeah,
bro, next week,
yeah.
Monday or Tuesday, okay?
Okay,
Remind me that I have to purchase challenges.
okay. From where?
Top step. Just remind me that have you purchased the challenge? If you remember, and I will try to set some reminder for myself as well so that I don't forget. Because next week is the week I'm expecting after the payout something to appear anytime.
Okay. Do you have that 25%? You are in live, so you get that for 25% discount?
No. It's for a specific time window. It's like
Oh,
they
okay,
gave for a month or something. It's the dash 25. The thing I still remember. It's like dash 25. That was the password. Sorry, that was the code. And I don't think it will be valid. I will still try. If it works, it good. If it doesn't work, doesn't matter. It's like I'm gonna purchase maybe. This is a fucking problem, and they have on the new dashboard.